Alright, so getting into Unreal now, I just wanted to share how I'm setting everything up. So first, I created a PBR standard master material. This is going to be the material that will cover most of my assets. Um, so all that's in here is I've got some temporary textures here. Base color goes into base color. I have ambient occlusion in my red channel, hooked into ambient occlusion. Green is roughness, and blue is metallic. Then I have a normal map. And these textures along with all others are going to have to be assigned certain settings. So compression, we don't want any sRGB to be influencing my RGB channels, and we want to turn this off too. So um, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure why I need to set both of them, but I guess compression. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm doing that on this texture, but it seems that for normal maps, Unreal Engine will kind of automatically detect this and set these settings on and set this to normal map. So cool. So I'm just going to bring in some assets just to show how I'm going to bring in everything, just in case it's useful to anyone who isn't familiar with this process, I guess. So first off, I'm using the Blender to Unreal add-on. You can just Google search that or whatever. Um, just search in Send to Unreal. It's an add-on developed by Epic Games. When you enable it, it creates these collections. So any meshes that I want to bring in, so all these will be in this folder. And then all I have to do now, after determining in the edit preferences of this add-on, where I want it in the project to go. So I just want it to go into my mesh folder. Then anything in this mesh collection is just going to get put into that folder. So I'll just hit pipeline, export, send to Unreal, and I have to make sure that my scale and everything is good, that the measurements are fine, they're exactly where I want it. It's just going to take a minute to do that. It's just pulling them all in. Here we are. And now if we have these set up in the scene, every time I press that Send to Unreal button, all these will change just instantly. So that's really nice. It automatically re-imports them. It's great. So, yeah, now we need to make a instance of this master material. So I'm just going to delete this material. Now none of these have a material on them. So I'm just going to right click this material and create create material instance, and I'll call it m underscore trim sheet 1, because I think that's what I named the thing. So down here I've got trim, all my trim textures. I'm just going to drag and drop these into my textures folder. And now that they are in my textures folder, I need to make sure that they have the right settings applied. So this should be good. My normal map has been detected as a normal map, and sRGB has been disabled. That's perfect. And this has not been detected, so it needs to be masks, no sRGB, and sRGB has been turned off. So I can close that and save all. So it's going to save all my new imported assets, but I guess I'm going to have to do that again pretty soon anyway. So with this trim sheet material, now that I have the textures, we need to put in my parameters. So these placeholder textures, are just the default values for these parameters, these texture parameters. So I'll just click all of them to enable that I want to change them. My base color goes there, normal map goes here, and my combined channel goes there. And we should see that this is just fine. All right, so I can save that now, close that. And then I don't know if there's a quick way to apply to a lot of different assets, but I want to apply material to all of these essentially. But anyway, I'll just open all these. Maybe there's a faster way to do this too. So then I'll just drag and drop to all of these, because I don't think there's a fast way to just plop them all on. And there should be. as the song goes in the USA. Okay, now that's the last of them. Now I should be able to bring them all in and they will look fine. And I guess they have the same offset too. I'm gonna have to make sure that in here they're not offset. Yeah, I don't know. They all need to be centered, so that's not gonna mess up anything. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, everything looks good. The offset thing we'll have to worry about later. Maybe I'll just have to, you know, put them all in the center in Blender. That's fine, not a problem. So I just take all these and do, you know, Alt G, stick them all in the center like that. Maybe that's what it's gonna have to take, and that's okay. Center Unreal. See all these getting centered now. There we are. Awesome. So there it is. Now I can just move all my assets and place them where I need. So this is the process I'll be doing with all my assets. I just thought I'd cover it at least once. For anyone that's interested in these videos and hasn't, you know, isn't familiar with the process. So anyway, there it is for you guys. And I'll be back with more updates in Unreal pretty soon.